Hello everyone and welcome to Rob's Rogues, and today we're taking a look at the fourth figure from the Justice League We Can Be Heroes 7-pack. We're taking a look at Barry Allen the Flash. A really nice looking figure. He could be still also categorized like the Green Lantern figure where maybe less is not enough. There's not... Green Lantern, really the Flash, doesn't have a whole lot going on in his costume. It's basically a red, you could say unitard, but I guess in this universe it could be kind of like a suit of armor, I guess. But it's basically just a red suit of some type with some yellow markings and yellow boots. So there's not a lot going on with this figure, but I do really like it a little bit more than the Green Lantern figure. And he has a lot of the plate markings and panel lines in and around the suit. Almost about as much as what Batman has, and his are all zigzaggy and arrow type thing. You can see an arrow right here. He has a lot going around his head. As I get him to bend around, looks like I got a little dust on this one. I love the ear wing pieces. He has a really good face sculpt, although I do appear to have, if it focuses, this red blemish. Hopefully the camera can pick that up. Right around here, which I really did not notice until this review. So it's the first time I've seen any real paint applications that are a little wrong. So a little bit of paint on the face. So on the shelf, I really didn't notice it. New 52, they give him the little chin strap, which I think they probably could have done without. But I guess maybe the feeling is that, you know, hey, he's running really fast, needs to be able to hold the mask on a little bit. Could bring up the Justice League comic here. He's more smiling in this one right here than he is down here, but still a very good, faithful rendering to the Jim Lee art. I don't think I have him in another book up on the front without opening it up. You can kind of see him there too. Get that hand up there. So definitely see the paneling lines, but yeah, another really good figure from the line. Like I said, the whole entire wave is really cool to have as a whole box set. So this may be another one if you're thinking about picking up the Justice League, or if maybe you just picked them up month by month as they came out. Kind of bring him in a little bit closer here. That, you know, you just picked them up individually one by one. Like I said initially with my Batman review back at Rob's Rogues 54, I don't know if I would have bought all these individually. I'm glad to have them. But that being said, as I was watching people review them, I was kind of kicking myself for not getting them because they are very, very good figures. So I would recommend, you know, picking them up if you're thinking about it. I think definitely the Flash and Green Lantern might be a little low on the priority list. That kind of pains me to say a little bit. I just love the boots though. You know, and in one breath I'm saying, hey, definitely go out and go pick them up. And in the next breath I'm kind of like, well, you could probably hold off a little bit. I guess it just really depends if you want to have a whole Justice League or not. I think if I had to do it over again, I believe I probably would have got each one of these as they came out, sat some money aside. Because like I did mention, I was seeing people review these and I thought they were very good. Mention people like Andrew Cutters. I dropped my Paper and Dumbass Reviewer, Electric Detonator, Saha Man, as these people were reviewing some of these figures. I know there's plenty more out there I didn't get a chance to name, but I kept looking at it going, wow, maybe I should get some of these. So I was kind of waiting to see what I was going to get for Christmas, and if I didn't get the 7-pack, I'd pretty much told myself, okay, the first set of figures I'm going to get is the Justice League figures. Before I picked up the 7-pack, I had already ordered Green Arrow from the Justice League line, and Darkseid. So I'd already made the decision that I'm going to get the Justice League, but I was kind of ranking them in what order I was going to get them. And Green Lantern and the Flash were down in the bottom part of a list. I was going to get them, but I wasn't putting as much priority in picking up these two figures. I do like the hand here. I'm kind of torn about the hand. I do like the hand in this, you know, kind of running pose. The first pictures, if you look at the first set that they released of what these figures were going to look like, he had a closed hand and had one closed fist and one open. Then they kind of gave him this running hand, which is kind of cool. You know, you could get him in a mock running pose if you wanted. If I can kind of do it here. So, you know, it would work. Have him kind of looking over his shoulder there as he's running. Now, there is no display base, so you'd have to use a display base of somebody else if you wanted to get him in this type of a pose. So again, some Justice League display bases would have been nice, although it's kind of funny watching some people review these figures. Some other DC figures that did have bases, people would go, oh, we got this chintzy little black base, and it's really nothing, and now we don't get any base, and one of the first things people say is, we didn't even get a base. So DC Collectibles may look at us and go, well, which is it? Do you want a plain base, or do you want to complain about not having a base? I would take a plain little base any day over not getting a base. All the figures seem to stand on their own, don't have to worry about them falling over. But if you did want to get some posability out of them by, you know, pulling one foot up off the table, that is going to obviously stop them from being able to stand. So a lot of my Arkham City figures, if I wanted to put the Flash at a running pose, I could just steal one of their little bases and put the Flash on one. A good figure. I do like it a lot. Again, might be a little low on the priority list. If you are piecing them out and getting them one by one, I don't think you're going to have a hard time picking up the Flash or Green Lantern. But it's a definite welcome, as this is the only second Flash I've ever owned, and I do have a Mattel Flash that I like a lot. The Mattel version of this Flash, I don't think I'm going to get, as I already have a Mattel version already. All of the paneling lines that you see in here, the Mattel version, they have painted those yellow to show that he is running, that there is electricity and lightning coming off of him. But I'm glad the Justice League version left the yellow off of Flash, as the yellow is only really supposed to be on there when he's actually running. So when he's kind of standing still, he isn't, you know, powered up, as it were. So another good figure from the line. We're going to move right along, and I believe it's Cyborg was the next released figure. Might have been Wonder Woman. They released two figures at a time. So the Parademon was the other figure that was released at the same time as the Flash, and I believe Wonder Woman and Cyborg were both released at the same time. So I'll just pick one of the two and we'll go with it from there. So we've been taking a look at the Flash from the Justice League 7-pack box set. And as always, this is Rob for Rob's Rogue signing off, saying we will see you guys next time.